good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever the case may be. How is everybody today? I see Eagle in the chat. Hello, Eagle. You are the first. There has been no Joshua did not put in any funny ones, so there are no funny, or anybody else, there are no funny things today. Hello, OG Ice King. First just means he's the first in the chat. So glad to have you here. If you've yet to subscribe, please subscribe. If you're new, I'm going to be doing my own character Warard today, as the title says. He is a villain from the Cross Comics universe. So let's see. I'm going to switch my cameras from my face to my artwork. Last week on Monday, I drew my character Eagle, and there was a contest throughout the week for people to draw Eagle, and there has been 2 entries this week. So I will actually show those. One by Manny from Good Dog Press, his version of my Eagle, and one by Scott. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. He will probably be in the chat a bit later. So I'm going to be putting up a straw poll for people to vote on that in a second here. And then I will start drawing my character Warard. Actually, no, while we're here, before I go trumping, there is what my character Warard looks like. For some reason, when I do that, it wants to show 2. I don't know. There is another version. Can you draw Molten Man from Spider-Man Far From Home? I can, but today is, I do Marvel characters on Thursday, so I can do that on Thursday, no problem. And I do take requests. Okay, so we're going to stop sharing screen. And let me get that straw poll to put in the chat. And I'm not sure what Molten Man's looking like in the Spider-Man Far From Home. Either, but I can try and find out. That's easy enough. So how are you today, Ice King? And of course, Eagle, how are you? And of course, there is a contest this week. You have to next Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to draw this character. There's a link in the description as to where to find him and all that wonderful stuff to get reference, as well as on Twitter, where you put it in most likely. There's a reference piece there as well. And whoever wins the straw poll, of course, gets one of my trading cards signed of my characters. These are my heroes. There will be ones to go with them that are not heroes and some other heroes. So let's review results here. So how has everybody's Monday been thus far? Is there even anybody watching? Oh, that's really likes. Nobody watching. Huh? So, is anybody out there listening besides possibly my mother? So, I had not too bad of an auction last night. And oh, yeah, people, I'm doing some, well, not that this isn't decent, but some extraordinary good ones. Here is Phoenix from Thing. As some of you know, I'm going on a missions trip, and I'm doing these to put in a silent auction. So, got to finish her hand, finish the fire around her, and then color it in. I've got a Spidey. These are based, figure they might be able to sell based on the silent auction, based on, the Spider-Man movie coming out and the X-Men movie coming out. Of course, I did the Trinity today, DC's Trinity. And I'm going to be working on probably a Canadian Shield to give out, sell that auction too. Oh, we got 3 watching now. Cool. Feel free to say anything, ask questions, whichever. Whomever's out there watching, there is the straw poll there. Doesn't cost you nothing. It's to vote between Manny and Scott for their pieces that they put in for Eagle from last week. There is Eagle for, well, that is Scott's right there. He did, and there is Manny's. Manny did a little bit of a redesign, which looks good too. Won't say anything bad about it. I don't know why I hid that because I wanted to stop sharing. So you can go over to that straw poll that you see in the chat if you see it and vote for which one you like best. Hey, Evan, can I see them? Oh, you need to see them again? Yep. Well, maybe you haven't seen them for the first time. Showed them a couple times, but that's no problem. So there is Manny's. He's done it in red. I might actually ink that up. Print it up, ink it up on a piece of paper. I do like the little bit of redesign that he did. And of course, there is Scott's. And so hopefully we've got enough time to see them both. And there is what the original looked like. Well, my drawing from last week. So. And I don't know whether you saw this finished or not, Evan. My Freedom Force pick. I put that up for auction yesterday for $50. Nobody grabbed it. So I think you are the second person if you voted. The second. Oh, we got 4 votes. Ooh, 4 for Manny. What do you think of the war? What war? And then the real question is, do I want to know? The YouTube versus D live war. Eagle versus Ghost. Okay, what's. I don't know nothing about the. D live versus YouTube war. And I haven't given up on that stuff. I'm just going to wait till my new router comes in. And try and at least get it going for YouTube perfectly. And then expand out again. Maybe I bit off more than I could chew. We found out Marsupio uses Restream. Okay. Hey, test monkey. So CIA versus NSA. YouTube too nuts. Test Monkey, have you voted yet for Manny or Scott for the best eagle? Can't vote. The straw poll. And of course, the question still begs to be truly answered. Although technically that would be a no at that point. And the question is, do you need to see them to vote? Yeah, I guess I could do that. Okay, well, first off, there's what my eagle looks like. Eagle from Cross Comics at the moment. And share the screen. The screen to share. There is Scott's version. And of course, there is Manny's version. And I think there is this poll. And I'm working on my character, Warard, who is this week's subject to draw. For the people, and of course on Twitter, there is my spot. There's a spot to find me and vote under my. And we had Gary Shipman on for a little bit near the end of Chart Test Monkey. Near the end of whatchamacallit, the auction last night. This Scott's somebody that's in the chat sometimes. He was actually on. He auctioned off a couple pieces last night on the auction too. So he's a. I wouldn't say young, but he's a new artist on the scene. The guy that's just drawing, and his last name is not Thompson. But yes, that is a VGA cable. go into my TV so I can see this on the nice big TV. Oh, and you guys weren't here, but something I'm doing for a silent auction at my church for the missions trip I'm going on to Brazil is for people to bid on. Doing up this Phoenix. I still need to do her hand and some more fire. I'd like to color it in too. Started on the Spider-Man. That's for sure. And this morning, and I recorded most of it, or all of it, is I started working on this DC trilogy. So, for that auction, and I'm going to probably do a nice Canadian shield. No, not Scott Summers. No, he's not. I'm surprised. He'll probably be in the chat in a bit. But Manny's not here either. Well, he could be in just is it scot free. Oh, 6 votes for Manny. Yeah, Manny put his in, I think, last night or this morning. Same with Scott. Are you supposed to be teaching me clips? Not me. I don't know it myself. Well enough there, Evan. You're right, my bad. I'm going to adjust this belt because it's a bit low as far as I'm concerned. Scott Bakula. A lot of Scots around. I am slowly but surely, at least learning it. What's with the disappearing? What do you mean? I'm not disappearing. Yes, but nobody knows he's doing it except for, Sam. I'm going to skip no leg. I've got a leg up. I just got macula edema. No, actually, if you guys want, I can stop here for a second and read Warard's bio. It's not long. Okay, let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, so this is Richard Benson. He is a chemist. He's 5'11", approximately 175 pounds. He's bald. Eyes are black. He's divorced. Group affiliation, the Alliance of Dark Forces. And he first appears in Ozona number 5. Born into a family of witches and warlocks, Richard helped to prepare stuff that was needed for the potions, magical brews, etc. Divorce. Of course he's bald. Okay, brews, etc. that were being made at the time. That this was all done to groom him into an apprenticeship in the mystic arts. After growing up and finishing high school, he became a chemist by day, and by night he practiced the mystic arts. At some point in his endeavors, he came across a demon claiming it had been imprisoned somehow and that it wanted freedom, and that if Richard would do what it took to free him, he would give him powers beyond that which he could think of. With the promise of great power, Richard quickly agreed and the deal was struck, not wanting anyone to know that it was him, Richard Benson, gathering stuff to free a demon. He took the name of the demon as an alias. He now searches for the items he believes that will one day free the demon, Warard. No, not necessarily meth. No, this guy's a bad guy. He's a villain. Test Monkey. He's teamed up with a demon. You are Evan Von Scriver. You're not attorney at law. Oh, now you're attorney at law. Okay, I see that now. Anyway, skills and powers. Warard has been vastly trained in the mystic arts, so he's able to conjure up many spells and demons to do his bidding for a short time. Though through this knowledge of chemistry, he can create things in the line of a smoke bomb or stink bomb or anything like that. In the area of hand-to-hand combat, Warard has very little knowledge. He relies mostly on his spells and the demons that will do his bidding and his knowledge of chemistry. Well, this guy's not headless, so. No, I thought that Test Monkey was asking me whether Warard was a good guy or not. He's also trying to free a demon, so cheap. For those that did not realize, that Warard is a combination of wizard and warlock. Yes, you had me so frightened. Evan Von Scriver, attorney at law. It was not shaking in my boots. I don't know what the difference is between a warlock and a wizard. To me, it's using just different terminology for the same thing. Some people might know the real definitions. To me, they're interchangeable. It's just like I created a character called Wizlock, which for him I took War from Warlock and Ard from Wizard. And I got a character Wizlock. I took Wiz from Wizard and Lock from Warlock. Warlocks are evil, wizards are fake. It says Evan von Scrive. I prefer Mystic, Magi, Grandmaster, Flash. Is a wizard half evil? I don't know. I think both can be evil. Maybe one's good, one's evil, or supposedly. Hey, Eagle, you're back. We're voting on you. Not. I don't know whether you've voted yet, not or not, Eagle. There is the straw poll. And of course, let's show off the two eagles. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Let's see. So there is Manny Eagle. And there is Scott's Eagle. So there's the link just above for you to vote. Yes, I'm sure there is. Scott sold some stuff last night. Give them both. Oh, and of course, there's my original portrayal. Well, Scott carries the right chair, I think. Or maybe not. No. Evan, is Scott a member of? I do not believe so. If you're talking whether Scott's a member of the cult of Raven, I don't think so. Hello, Pope Rogue. At least they submit entries. Yes. Why don't you submit an entry, Pope Rogue? Well, you can't do it for Eagle now, but no. Pope Rogue's been around a while, Evan. This is Manny's son. I hope I not. Yeah, everybody knows that, so I'm not doxing you. Oh, cool. Yeah, you gotta win yourself your own set of my cards. Can't keep track. Well, I wouldn't say since before he had a channel, but since he was, ah, that is good. Did you like what was in it? Although obviously, all that stuff's not yours. The shirt was that your dad's or your mom who won that? But you did win something. I forget what you won exactly offhand. And that was from my 4,000 hours celebration. Most delicious just to get under her skin. The shirt? She stole the shirt? Okay, later, Test Monkey. Well, aren't you glad you didn't win the shirt then? You would have got it stolen from you. Oh, and Pope Rogue, if you haven't voted yet, there is the poll to vote between your dad and Scott for the best one for Eagle. I'd show them to you, but I doubt it matters whether for you who did the better one. I'm not saying your dad didn't do a good one. Unfortunately, Eagle, there's already 6 votes. Voted for others. Okay, then I'll quickly show for. There is Scott. And there is your dad. Well, Pope Pro could change it all. Could make it 7. Yeah, he put it in early this morning or late last night, depending on your perspective. Yeah, because you're probably on lunch right now, right? Or in a spare period. For those that are wondering, the reason I'm coloring this in, I want to scan it in and color it. So I wonder whether your dad's watching you, watching this, seeing you comment. I am drawing my character Warard, the human Warard. I do have the demon Warard as well, so not bad, not bad. There is a link in my description as to my webpage where it can be found for more information on them. I did read it out earlier in the chat. Okay, so we do have 7 votes. Nobody's come in the chat, and I am done because I'm not coloring this. I want to scan it in and color it that way. So I'm not sure what more to do or say. We've got the votes in. Manny, so I'm going to declare it at this point. Manny has won. So Manny gets another card. He can, Manny, if you're listening, or Pope Rogue, tell your dad that he won a signed sketch card. He can tell me which one he wants. Just DM me about it on Twitter. And I guess that's it. So I'm going to relax for an hour or so, and I'm probably going to end up on Misfit Corner Comics at about 7:30. So if you want to go check them out, feel free. And we will see everybody later. Thanks for stopping by. You guys make the show. Okay. Have a great day. God bless.